Hello, Mamia. Mami, first I want to make my stand very clear. First, I will not support the religion of Islam to be infiltrated into UK or any European countries, whether through their Sharia law or their religious institutions. Because when you look at the Islam ideology, the Quran and Hadith itself contain more than hundreds of violent verses prescribed for the Muslim to kill and persecute the minority, uh, not the minority but the non-believer. Now, in Muslim majority countries where the authority are Muslim, they are persecuting the minority, such as Malaysia. Malaysia is such as an example. There are many others country also. So I really do not hope UK to fall into the same situation as in Malaysia. The thing about Muslim is that they are producing their population. They are populating uh, Europe in a very rapid, in a very fast way. I do not know what is the birth rate, the exact amount, but I can see that they do not have responsible over their reproductions organ. They keep on producing. Their aim, of course, to take advantage of the democracy system where majority vote is respected. But we somehow still need to come back to the logic sense, whether the ideology, the Islam ideology, the religion of Islam, whether it's acceptable, whether it's uh, can be assimilated harmoniously into European society or not, which I do not think so. There are so many evidence whether the teaching of Islam itself or the real example, which I think Tariq Fateh. Now Tariq Fateh, he is a Pakistani and he has been spoken out about the religion of Islam in Canada, in many other countries, how dangerous it is that the ideology, if infiltrated into European or others non-Muslim countries. So that is Islam. I definitely would not encourage UK or any European country to adopt Sharia or to let Islam expand in their country. In fact, I hope European country, uh, including UK. Now UK, although UK already Brexit, now is ready. Brexit is ready, no longer a European Union member, but it is still within the Europe continent. So within the Europe continent, I hope all the countries within the Europe continent can consider to enact law, uh, to gazette law to protect themselves against any violence ideology such as Islam. Now, Islam is one of it. Of course, I do not discount. They might have others, religion or ideology that is very violent, which is not acceptable or not cannot be harmoniously assimilated into Europe continent. That is Islam, and also about Brexit. I am now it's already post Brexit. We are no longer. We should not. We should not dangling, or we should not still hanging in the Brexit sentiment in that in in the era, in the period where decide whether Brexit or not. There is two referendum confirmed that majority of the British people, the British citizen, wanted to exit Europe. So it's already majority population decision. So the decision already made. There should not have any more discussions. Now we need to look forward how to live a life post Brexit, not going back, not reverting the people's decision. So that is what I want to say. So there are some European people come and approach me and come and talk to me about uh, discussing about UK, whether UK should join back European Union institution, which I do not think so. First of all, there are so many treaties signed after Brexit. The UK government have been busy signing treaties in order to replace the previous European Union treaty with other countries, because previously when UK belonged to belong to the European Union. UK enjoy whatever treaty signed between European Union with others countries or others continent or others economy pact. But right now after Brexit, UK government actually signed a lot of treaties with US, with other countries, in order to have a deal with those countries so that so that UK economy would not be impacted so much after Brexit. So and also UK no longer controlled by whatever European Parliament passed or whatever law or whatever treaty signed by the European Union. So that is the original purpose of Brexit, and we should look forward the post-Brexit era, not going back, not look back. Of course, for historian, probably they wanted to study what is the, for academicians or historian, probably they want to look back or what they want to study possibility or whatever. But for economists, for businessmen, and for politicians, I think what what the public need to do, the British people need to do is to look forward post-Brexit and no longer reminiscent or no longer thinking of going back. Even in future, probably there is a possibility UK join back European Union or whichever others union, but definitely not so soon. Definitely not so soon. Definitely probably another few decades to test what is the situation like in the post-Brexit situations. So this is what I want to say. I do not have any representative or proxy to speak on my behalf, and I'm nobody in UK. I'm nobody in Malaysia. So I really do not. Now, even if I have some influence in the political in the UK politics or in Malaysia politics, I do not need any representative or any proxy to speak on my behalf. And some of the matters I remain neutral. That means I do not want to give any polarity whether I favor or not favoring. So this is me. I want to make it very clear. The first is that I do not support Islam, whether the ideology or the Sharia law, to be infiltrated into European countries, including UK or any countries for the matter, because the ideology, the teaching itself is violence, is nonsensical. It does not fit into any context, whether it's present or in the past. So it is really not relevant to any part of the world, the religion of Islam. This is my personal view. And also, if we were to adopt Sharia, that will compromise the sovereign integrity of the UK, because the sovereignty is actually defined by the law. The law then made by the people's representative, the MP, the member of parliament in the House of Commons. If Sharia law that is based on the God law, based on the Allah law, can be implemented without debate, without the House of Commons, then it will erode the democracy of United Kingdom and whichever European countries, and not only erode the democracy and also the sovereign integrity, the sovereignty of the UK, but it is also not good for the people. That the ultimate thing is that it is not good for the people. The law, the Sharia law, is not relevant when you look at it. It is very archaic. It is very uncivilized. And then the second is that we need to look forward after the post-Brexit, not still decide whether to Brexit or not. Brexit is already a fact through two referendums. So it is already established facts that UK is no longer European Union within the European Union institutions. So that is a fact. And the third is that what I want to say. The third is that my personally, I do not want to remain in Malaysia. If possible, once I got my passport, I will exit Malaysia as soon as possible. But I will do it legally, of course. I will do it legally, and I also not support illegal immigrant. UK or any countries for the matter cannot accept any illegal immigrant to come into their countries without passport. Otherwise, the passport has no meaning. The purpose of passport is to get any person verified, and also there are some different criteria whether they need visa or whatever in order to enter the country, or there are some condition imposed to different countries. So that is the very purpose of the passport, and people have to enter the countries legally unless it is refugee, and it is political refugee. Now political, even for political refugee, it need to be determined by the United Nations whether they are genuinely whether they are genuinely refugee or they are economy refugee. Now economy refugees are not valid. If they are economy refugees, they just want to go to UK for better economy prospect, then I do not think UK government should afford them with special privileges or whatever they need in order to remain in UK. So that is the essence of having uh, custom, having immigration custom, the checkpoint in the countries. And I do not support illegal immigrant. UK must find a way to stop illegal immigrant from coming, to stop even before they think of coming, before they think of coming to UK illegally. That kind of thinking have to be stopped in the first place, so that they would not even consider to come to UK illegally. So that is my stand, and I do not, and that my stand is applicable to any countries, whether it's France, Germany, or any countries for the matter. That is their sovereignty. That is the purpose of sovereignty, is to define where is their territory. And if people can come into the territory, their countries, without passport, without any proper document, then they are actually eroding their sovereignty. There is no border anymore. The border has no meaning. So that is the very purpose of having border, having the territory, a defined territory. And so that is also the difference between a legal or the legal resident and also illegal immigrant. Otherwise, it is not fair for legal immigrant or the resident or the citizen or the permanent residents to to go through all the troubles in order to obtain proper document in order to live in UK. So this is what I want to say. Of course, I can talk about this the whole day, probably even weeks or months. But this is just in a nutshell. I want to express my view on the matter. I do not want, and of course, I do not want. I already disown my father's side of the family. I hope they can stop sabotaging my life. If they are not helpful to me, please do not sabotage me. Otherwise, I will consider my father's side of the family as an enemy. Now, they are communists. In these facts, if established, these facts alone, I will not recognize them. I do not think communists or socialists, those on the extreme side, is relevant. There are so many things I can talk, but I just make it in a nutshell. I would not accept any family members that join the communists, or I would not accept Malay or the Austronesians people to be in my family. I would not accept anyone that profess in Islam to be in my family. I also not accept anyone that join communists in my family. So that is my personal. I believe this is my personal freedom, and this is what coming out from me. I do not hope anyone misrepresent me or say something otherwise other than what is actually my intention or what is actually in my view.